Hello Aquarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there's anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know in the comments. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. Okay. Remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And there's a Four of Swords. That, to me, is relief. And I think this is going to be a very welcomed energy. We already have a lot of good earth energy. We're going to do our Dove and Serpent spread. Yeah, this is really nice. I feel like you're going through kind of a stressful period right now, right? I think that there's a kind of a lot going on. Let's see about that mystery card. We're going to use the Smith-Waite Tarot for our mystery card. And this is the card that there's some energy that we need to look at. The mystery card is going to be the random one that we're not going to look at until the very end. And we'll see how that might tie everything together, all right, and give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. Now, let's see what jumped out. We have a few cards that came out. Well, first we have a reinforcement of the Four of Swords, so we'll put that here with our Four of Swords. Oh, then we've got some more fire energy. We've got some more major arcana energy with the Chariot energy, and we have a Queen of Wands. So that's pretty nice because we have some water court cards. We have this air energy. So I think it might be nice to have a little Queen of Wands here. So we'll put that down here. I know we have a lot to look at today, don't we? Let's go ahead and see what else we have. So we have, in terms of major arcana, we just have this star energy, right? We have a few of these court cards, and actually an additional court card that jumps out. We do have the Chariot as a major. I think that might be some incoming Cancer energy, perhaps. This Knight of Cups is also some Cancer energy. All right. So there could be a Cancer person that's very closely tied in to all of this with you. Or it could be a Cancer person that's kind of coming into the situation. But we'll go through these cards one by one and see what we have. First, we'll start with the Four of Swords. Now, I can already see that there's a lot of chaos. It seems very disorganized. Just looking at the table, the way the cards fell out and the way they're just kind of, I'm trying to make them neat, but it's just a little bit of chaos right now, right? I think what we're expecting in the next few days is a calmness, a tranquility, all right? All of this mental confusion is going to be cleared up. It's going to be a restful period, okay? I think you're under some stress right now, some mental stress, okay? Could be because of all these court cards. It could be specifically because of this Prince of Cups from yesterday, right? Or the day before, or last week, or whenever it was. It might be a water sign person. This could maybe be the Cancer energy that we're talking about. Could be a different water sign. Maybe isn't even a water sign. I don't know that we know that. Okay. So this stressful, chaotic, complicated energy is going to settle, right? I don't know that it's going to be solved, that it's going to be gone completely forever, but there at least will be a break, okay? There will at least be a rest from it, okay? And I think we need that, right? Because I feel like you're someone who doesn't really want conflict or confrontation. You don't really enjoy it very much. By the looks of some of these cards, if you have to, if you're pushed, you will fight. You will stand up for yourself. You will argue. You know, you will fight for what is right. You will fight for what you feel is is just or what is fair to you. Okay. So I kind of feel like you're a mediator, though. Like you're trying to get everybody to calm down, usually, you know. But whatever this situation is now, it seems pretty complicated. I think there are a lot of moving parts and moving people, really. I feel like it's because of this water sign or this watery energy from yesterday. I think that might be who you're in conflict with. Now, it kind of feels like it might be a work thing. You know, we have this earth energy here. It could be a work thing. And interestingly, you're involved with this conflict. Something happened with this, maybe a water sign. We're going to say it's a water sign, but it may not be. Okay. You're in some sort of a disagreement with this water sign person. There was something that really rubbed you the wrong way. I think maybe you saw into them a little bit more. You kind of got a glimpse of their real intentions, of their real agenda, that part of them that they tried to keep concealed, but you managed to get a little peek. Okay, they showed perhaps their true colors in some way. And I think this really is kind of what set everything off. Okay. You realize that they were kind of a two-faced person. What they presented on the outside was nothing close to what they intended on the inside, right? So I think that I'm getting the sense that it's something to do with that. I think it's something happening at work. Or if it's not at your job, it's in some way related to the work that you do or the group of people that you're involved with. It may not be career or employment, could be a community organization, could be a religious organization, it could be something extracurricular, right? But I feel like there's more people involved and there's a conflict with one of them. It could be a family situation, right? All of this earth energy could really be talking about like the, blood relation kind of thing. So it might be happening at home. But I'm kind of leaning toward work with some of this, especially with the air energy that we have. It feels like there's some differing opinions, right? There are some conflicting viewpoints. There are personalities that just seem to clash, right? Now, I'd like to talk about this Princess of Discs because this is what gives me the very strong feeling that it's work-related or something to do with the work that you do every day. Even if it's a family thing, it's not just, something that's happening at home. It has to do with how you spend your time every day, right? What are you working on? What is your work? It's not necessarily what you do for money, but it's what you spend your time doing, okay? And I think these other people are involved. I think particularly that water sign person. I think there's some conflict there. There could be conflict over how to utilize resources. I'm getting the sense that there are these differing opinions about what to do with something. How to most effectively use a resource, some funding, a savings or something like that. Okay, some sort of raw material kind of. Because I feel like you're trying to build something. It's a cooperative effort. It's meant to be everybody participates, contributes, and we build something, right? Either we're building a business, we're building a product, we're building a family maybe, but we're all trying to cooperate in this department to reach our goals as a unit, okay? But I don't see that really happening right now because everybody seems to have their own ideas of what to do, or of how to use the budget, how to use the resources or the time that is still left for you to accomplish this. So yesterday you got a glimpse of who this person really is. Tomorrow I feel there's a lot of this fire energy. Now this is the potential for tomorrow, right? If we can successfully calm this energy down, try to mediate, try to be the arbiter of this and resolve it peacefully, amicably, with maybe a compromise, then we can avoid this potential future. I think these fire cards here, these are the potential energies for the future. We have a 5 and we have a 7 of Wands. It's a battle that you can't really win. I hesitate to say that. This is a battle that you can't win, but you're going to fight anyway, if it comes down to it. Now, we're hoping this air energy can kind of squash everything, right? We're hoping that we can work it out so it doesn't come to just this senseless arguing, senseless, treachery going behind everyone's back, or, really resorting to some pretty low blows. Okay. And I want to address the Queen of Wands because I feel like this is a card that just flew out of the deck, right? It just it's somebody that's coming into this situation unexpectedly. Okay. They may be a fire sign person, maybe an older feminine energy. I kind of get a feeling like this is a boss or a supervisor or, an older member of the family, perhaps. And they almost feel like they have to jump in, Maybe this is something happening between you and your sibling. Maybe this water sign is a sibling or something. And this is an older family member that kind of has to jump in and try to pull you guys apart. I kind of feel like this card tried to jump right down on top of this fire energy. Maybe to pull it apart. Maybe to get in a few blows of their own. Right? Could be. So we'll have to explore this fire energy a little bit more as we go through the cards and see, because I feel like we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to avoid kind of everybody running out on the ball field and it's just a brawl. It's just a free-for-all, it's chaos at that point. So we really want to focus on the resolution, the kind of peaceful resolution. And I think we have 2 of these 4 of Swords because one is you trying to establish an agreement, a treaty for peace, a truce, a compromise amongst everyone involved. And the other one I think is related to your own kind of inner peace and the release of your own tension with this, because I feel like you're really under a lot of stress with it. Okay. It might be that you're the one kind of responsible for keeping everybody together. Maybe this is your business, your department. Maybe you're the supervisor. And I think the last thing we want is for your boss to come in too, right? For someone even higher up to have to get involved, I think would add fuel to the fire here, and we don't really want that. So we're going to try to resolve things not only for the sake of the group, but for your sake, right? For your mental well-being. Let's do the 6 of Pentacles down beneath everything. This is the cooperative effort. It's supposed to be a group project or presentation. I mean, maybe this is something at school. I don't know. But it's supposed to be the group of you. But you're all on different pages of the book, right? We're not all kind of reading from the same script here. Everybody wants to do their own thing. It's chaos. Underneath it all, there should be this unity. There is a striving for unity. There is a desire for cooperation, but it's just not happening at the moment. Okay. And up above everything is this Princess of Swords. This is someone in the group, maybe a younger energy. This is someone who really doesn't know how to compromise. Okay. It's possible this is representing you, Aquarius. Now, I don't want to assert that too strongly. If it resonates with you that way, if you see that you might be falling into this energy, then okay. But there's someone here who's not open to cooperation, right? It doesn't matter what kind of compromise any of you establish, what kind of plan or of any kind of cooperative effort, this person is going to want to disrupt that. This person's not going to be okay with anything. They have to be contrary. They have to disagree with all of it, right? They're going to defend themselves and fight even if they know their opinion is completely bunk, they're going to just keep at it. Okay, so I almost feel like this person has to go. If this person is you, and I apologize, I mean, it might be, maybe it is you that has to go. Okay, I'm not saying that with any kind of certainty. It's a possibility. Okay, it's a possibility. But the main thing is for you to recognize who that person is, because that's the troublemaker. That's the instigator here. It's not this water sign person. And it's not the fire sign person if this is your supervisor or the next kind of, higher up, the next authority in the chain of command. It's not this person. And it's not the water sign person. It is this person who is not willing to cooperate. This person wants to cooperate. The water sign person has their own agenda, sure. They may be a bit of a bit of a salesperson, nothing against salespeople, but they might have a really inauthentic manner about them because they have their own agenda. They're looking for their own paycheck, so they're going to kind of just tell you whatever they think you want to hear. It's that kind of a person. Can't really trust them, but relatively harmless as long as you know what they are, who they are. So I think you got a realization of who that person is, but the real instigator is this air. And I don't think they're an air sign person. Maybe they are. It doesn't matter what their astrology is. We're all air sign people, and water and fire. We have every element in our energetic makeup, But this is the instigator. This is the one that maybe is trying to do a little bit of gossip over here, do a little bit of gossip over there to get people at odds with each other, And that's the real opposition to the cooperative effort. And if we can understand that and deal with that air energy and get something settled here, we can avoid all of this fire tomorrow. Okay? And we can avoid this Queen of Wands jumping in for whatever their intention is, whatever they might do once they jump in. We want to avoid this person. We don't want to have to call this person in. We don't want to attract their attention, right? I feel like this conflict really is, it's kind of a disaster, but it's one that might be very useful for you, okay? It might be an opportunity. Here's the star energy. Now, this star card is your patron card. This rules the sign of Aquarius. This is the Aquarius card, okay? So however you go about handling this difficult situation is going to really teach you a lot about yourself. It's going to be a lot of progress for you in your own inner work, in your own spiritual path. It's going to teach you some things about yourself, okay? It's going to teach you maybe what you're good at, maybe what you're not good at. It's going to give you maybe a rather harsh realization about yourself, a harsh realization about whoever this air energy person is. Whether that's you or a sibling or somebody else, a member of your department, a coworker, a classmate, friend. So this is the opportunity for you to know yourself, and I think we have to be real if we should walk away from this or if this is worth sticking with it, With the air energy here, the biggest, most important priority should be your own mental health, right? And if we do our very best to resolve this situation, whatever exactly this conflict is, in this group that you're associated with, if we try our best, it's okay to walk away from this. And that might be what this Chariot card has kind of said. This could be saying, this card jumped out of the deck too. It could be saying, hey, your Uber's here. You need to get on. The best thing for you to do is just leave the situation. Leave the group. do something on your own, or find a different group. If it's this much chaos in this, what should be a peaceful, harmonious, well-aligned, cooperative effort, maybe you need to get in your chariot and look for something else, right? But that's up to you, and I'm not saying that's the way forward. The tarot's not saying that's what you need to do. This chariot card could be indicating some other things, okay? But first, let's look at the 7 of Pentacles here. This is the energy that you're expending in your environment. This is all the work that's being done in this situation. All of the effort, right? The work, the expenditure of energy, but there's nothing being produced. It's a waste. This is the wasted energy. This is long hours, late nights, and nothing to show for it, right? The group is dysfunctional. The group is dysfunctional. And it really is going to be a measure of your willpower, your integrity, your character. I almost wonder why we don't see a 3 of Wands here somewhere. But I think we're taken care of with this star energy, because it really is you following your own light, following your own, what you know is the right thing to do here, right? If it's for you to get in the chariot and, just get out of there, or if you feel like you need to put in a little bit more work trying to organize things, okay? Or if you need to seek out what this air energy person is and maybe ask them to leave the group. There are possibilities. But like I said, what we want to avoid is this fire energy tomorrow. Okay? Because I think if this fire energy gets started, then this Queen of Wands is going to enter the scene, and I think that's not what we want. Right? If only because if that's your supervisor, then it just makes you bad. Look bad. Now you can't handle your department or something. Yeah. So I think we want to avoid that. I think that you need to trust yourself in this situation. Trust what you can see is the way forward here. Because the environment is, like I said, very dysfunctional. There's so much wasted energy here. We need to do something, okay? Because it is putting so much stress on you. Now, the next card is this. This is the Cancer energy that we're talking about. This is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is cardinal water, so it has that association with Cancer. It's in the position of what you don't want. So the Chariot could be that you maybe don't want to abandon the group. You don't want to just kind of say, sorry, I'm not into this at all, I'm leaving. I feel like you don't want to do that, but it might be the right move. It's something that your own star has to guide you. Okay. There also might be this Cancer person involved. See, I feel like we've got a lot of people here. Okay. And the Cancer sign person is maybe your close friend or someone that you've bonded with in this group. I still feel like it's a work thing. And I feel like this is a friend of yours. And you don't want to abandon them and kind of leave them alone with this chaos, but you also maybe feel like it's not the right place for you. Yeah. So you don't want this person to still be there, but you still have to do what's best for you. Maybe you can convince them to go with you, or they can leave on their own, or, maybe we have that conversation with them to put you at ease, stepping away and leaving them to deal with all of this dysfunction. Now, I'm not thinking that this person here is the same as the Cancer person. I feel like this water sign person is just another one of these coworkers, another member of the group that you had the initial disagreement with, right? But what I think, like I said, I'm kind of revisiting some of that energy. I think you had a disagreement with them, but I think this person was behind it. I think this was the instigator. Put you at odds with this water energy here. Okay? It's just a big mess. I don't know that it's even worth sorting it out. You know, the Chariot kind of came down from the deck and just, look, just wash your hands of it. You know? But you have to follow your own guide, your own star, your own intuition, your own gut. Okay? We're ending with the Six of Swords. Now, this is a good place to end because this is clarity, this is certainty, this is a perfect plan. Okay? Maybe it's not as simple as, well, either you stay and deal with it or you get the heck out of there. Maybe there's a different option. Maybe there's a more strategic option. This card, though, is still suggesting you distancing yourself from trouble. Okay? The Six of Swords originally kind of meant like a journey by water. It's a slow and long escape from a bad situation, right? Things are bad where you are. You jump on a ship, on a sailing vessel, and you just get the heck out of there. Traveling for months, and you end up in a foreign land, no one can find you, right? It's a very long journey. So the idea is that we want to get as far away from this as we can. Okay? And maybe that's part of your strategy. Maybe it's not so much you abandoning this group, but it's you getting far away from the trouble. Okay? Insulating yourself from all of this chaos for your own well-being, but then maybe so we can salvage some of the success that was originally intended, if that makes any sense. Okay, there's a lot of chaotic energy there. Let's look at the mystery card. We know it's not going to be the Four of Swords or the Chariot or the Queen of Wands or the Seven of Wands. Maybe this will be another Six of Swords. And that would be confirming that, yes, the right strategy is to, first and foremost, put some distance between you. Let's see. Well, we've got the World card. We've got the World card. It feels to me like the biggest thing on your mind right now is whether you should stay or whether you should go. I think also that this situation has maybe been going on for a while. You know, I kind of feel that maybe what happened yesterday, maybe it happened months ago. But we're still here right now, which tells me that the tension must have really been building and building and building. And it's probably a very, very stressful situation. So this World card might also be talking about traveling, literally getting away, literally getting out of the room, getting in your chariot, taking the Uber, going home, putting some distance, turning off the phone, not answering the text messages. You know, I don't like to advocate quitting your job, but if it's become this kind of hostile of an environment, you have to do what your guiding light, what your star tells you is the right thing to do for your own well-being. Okay? But again, the tarot's not going to tell you what to do. You need to make the decision based on what's best for you. Now, maybe the strategy of the Six of Swords is saying, look, you don't just quit your job, don't just storm out and quit. Have a strategy, have a plan. If you are going to leave this situation, have a destination, the world, right? Pick a point, pick a destination, and have a plan to get out of there. And then get on the road. Get in your chariot or your Uber and find a way. Now, my cat is scratching at the door again. Now, she does this all the time. She doesn't realize that on the other side, the door is wide open. So she can come and go as she pleases, but she likes to, maybe she wants both of the doors open. I don't know. Anyway, she'll find her way out in just a second. If not, I'll go help her get out of there. I apologize for the distraction. There, I think she goes now. Anyway, a little bit of humor at the end. Oh, no. Now she's just playing with me. I like a little bit of humor at the end of a rather difficult situation, but it is a serious thing. And I think the two cards that we have here are saying, look, if you are going to Get away from this situation. Have a plan, have a strategy. Don't just use this fire energy and leave abruptly, right? Don't just quit and storm off. Have a plan, okay? So that you can maintain your well-being, your safety, your security, all right? We're going to go ahead and do an extended reading if I can sort these cards out. If you want to stick around for the extended, just click on the link that's up there. That'll give you access to every extended reading. It really is a great way to help the channel and to support the channel. I appreciate you watching this video. Please watch your other placements. We're just about to hit 100,000 subscribers. I never thought the channel would grow. I never thought there'd be so many people watching the readings. I'm very thankful. I'm very happy about it. Thanks for letting me read for you. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.